Good morning, everyone. It is a crack of dawn for me here on the West Coast because Universal Studios Orlando has just released a series of videos officially announcing or at least showcasing Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios' upcoming major theme park in Orlando, being Epic Universe. Yeah, they're making a new theme park. It's opening next year, and Super Nintendo World is part of it, along with 3 other lands like Harry Potter, Alaberg from How to Train Your Dragon, and one themed to classic monster or Universal monsters. But now they are ready to showcase Super Nintendo World after showcasing Alaberg last month, and I wanted to check this out with all of you because I am a huge theme park fan, I'm a huge Nintendo fan, and of course I'm a big Super Nintendo World fan based on going to the one in Hollywood and hopefully the one in Japan eventually, and of course Super Nintendo World being next year in Orlando. So I want to check out these videos with you all, see if they show off anything brand new or not, and let's just go through it. So yeah, I'm excited. Alright, so we're actually going to start off with, we're on the YouTube page right now, we're actually going to start off with a flyover. I've not watched any of these yet, but they just released, moments before I started recording this video, a flyover of the entire land, I believe. So let's check it out, let's see what's going on here, and yeah. Alright, come on, speed it up. Here we go. Oh, take an escalator through the warp pipe, through the portal into the land. Look at that. Looks very much like Japan. So definitely getting some major similarities there, more so than Hollywood, which is great. We actually had a fly through like this in Japan over as well, you know, a couple years ago at this point. There's Peach's Castle. So we do enter on the 2nd floor here, like in Japan, unlike in Hollywood, where it's just all single level. Mostly single level, I should say. They have the Yoshi ride, of course, unlike Hollywood. We get the Goomba minigame along with several others. But there's another big thing coming up too, of course. There's a Piranha Plant game where you run around hitting the clocks. Toll's Duel Cafe! Love that place in Hollywood. We got the store, the One-Up Factory. Here we go. Here is the path to the Donkey Kong Country. Hasn't opened anywhere yet. Oh, look at that. The minecart flying overhead. Above. Looks so good. Minecart Madness is the official title for it. You can see how it flies across the gap. We got Rambi the Rhino, baby! So this is our first real fly-through, I believe. Oh, Funk is flying by the way. That's a little store right there. Oh, man, this is great. Oh, that's... okay. That was an awesome first look at the Donkey Kong Country expansion. Super Nintendo World is basically what we expected. But yeah, I think so far, this is looking great. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the other video. It's a little longer. It's going to offer a better look at things to come. And then we'll come back to this later so we can point out some details. Okay, now let's move on to the longer YouTube video. It's about 5 minutes long and see what all they cover here. If they cover anything else beyond what they just showed off. Let's take a quick look here.
Universal Epic Universe will be the 4th theme park at Universal Orlando Resort and will transport you to 5 immersive worlds.
There we go, they're the lands.
Thrills and excitement. In Super Nintendo World, you'll jump into the action and discover a new way to play.
A new way to play. I love that portal. Such a cool looking portal.
Epic Universe, we really wanted to create iconic worlds that deeply connect with fans.
I'm a lifelong fan of Nintendo and grown up with these characters. I still remember opening up my NES.
What is with all these Chris's who work on Nintendo properties at Universal? We got Chris, Bromy, Chris Melandre, Illumination, Chris Pratt.
Games, we all have our favorite characters. We're the fans, and so our primary goal was to make sure, not just for us, but for the guests, this was the ultimate Nintendo experience.
You'll enter Super Nintendo World through the iconic green pipe.
So every land has a portal. Universal's or Super Nintendo World has a warp pipe as well, which is perfect.
Ever created, featuring Super Mario Land and Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
When you come out on the 2nd level of Super Nintendo World with that vista, there's just not another view like it.
You have Mount Beanpole right in front of you. You have all these colorful blocks, all the characters moving around. This world is alive around you.
It's very kinetic, lots going on.
You to just come
more than probably any other land in the world.
It's just about fun, man. It's all about fun.
One of the features of Super Nintendo World is the power-up band.
It allows you to play the games. It allows you to keep score.
You can collect coins by punching blocks. You can find hidden elements throughout the land.
You can see how you're doing compared to other guests in the park.
There's so many places to look.
So this footage is all from the other parks, by the way.
You just get
it's not
involved in it.
built yet
like, okay,
at
so
Orlando. I mean, it's getting built. It's not done yet, though.
If we were going to do anything with Nintendo, there were a handful of things that we had to touch on, and Mario Kart was one of them. Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge is Bowser challenging Mario in a winner-take-all race, and you, as the guest, get to join them on this race through courses.
This ride's
all
fun.
selected
It's a
from
lot
the
of fun.
Mario Kart gaming world.
It's going to be identical in
Extremely
Orlando
Innovative.
We
to the
use
Japan and
augmented
Hollywood
reality
ones.
technology to bring this race to life in such a fun, visceral way.
You can look at the characters, they look at you, you can throw shells at characters and change the outcome of the race.
You can see all the beautiful scenery, and you also get the gameplay that's going on the image.
It melds that game world into that real world.
Everything in this world is designed to fully immerse you. The sights, the sounds, the food, the attractions.
I love Yoshi. We can
Oh,
enjoy
the Yoshi
anything
story
without
music.
bringing him along.
Yoshi's Adventure is a family ride, which is just too cute for words.
We're joining Yoshi in exploring Mount Beanpole in the search for 3 glowing eggs. It's a fun, colorful, interactive ride the whole family will love.
You'll see incredible views of the world that you're not going to see anywhere else.
Especially Hollywood, because the ride doesn't exist
and
there.
Mario Kart, they're so iconic. Donkey Kong is one of the original icons, and we certainly couldn't do a Super Nintendo World without including him.
That's right. Glad
Donkey
they knew
Kong
that.
Country is a
Even
completely
though at Hollywood
different
they did.
landscape from Super Mario Land.
You're exploring through very lush jungle with rhythm and music.
But the land really comes to life. When you see the mine carts coming through the land, it really looks like it's a runaway mine cart.
Look at that waterfall,
My
too.
Kart
Japan
Madness
doesn't get the
gives guests an
waterfall.
opportunity to join Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. It's a coaster that has jumps, turns, leaps, dips, dives.
It's got the most innovative technology inside of it to make us feel like we're actually jumping the track.
There
I
are
love that.
0 screens. It is all real show. It is all
0
real
screens.
thrill.
It will blow their minds on what we were
Hold
able
on.
to
I gotta watch that
turn
back.
into a
I'll make sure we didn't miss anything else there.
Jumping the track.
There are 0 screens. It is all real show. It is all real thrill.
It will blow their minds on what we were able to turn into a real-life experience.
That's amazing. 0 screens from Universal,
When I
that's
see
a
Super
rare
Nintendo
feat.
World, what I see is the future of immersive experiences, where it's the gaming world and the real world being able to finally join together all around you.
I think this place is going to allow so many families to connect and bond over these timeless video games.
To me, I think that's why theme parks matter.
You could go there 20 times, and you will always find something new every single time.
Like the hidden
You gotta come
Pikmin,
here and you have
which I
to
hope
see
there are
this
more.
place.
Super Nintendo World is going to bring so much joy to our guests, and is one of the reasons why Universal Epic Universe will be an amazing theme park experience.
All right, well, that's pretty much it for the main video. Let's head back to the flyover again, but I want to check out the flyover a little bit more. Wait, where'd I put it? Here we go. This is the flyover. But yeah, so real quick, this is all matching up with what if you've been following the theme park, nothing is earth-shattering here. We basically knew all these details. They've all been, either lifted from other lands or shown off in models years ago or other leaks. So none of this is really new, but it is great to see, all those confirmed. It's awesome seeing a proper flyover for Donkey Kong Country, which I don't believe we've actually had yet. So that is by far our best look at the land. And Super Nintendo World itself is looking very similar to Orlando's. I mean, it looks similar to Hollywood's as well, but compared to Hollywood, it's much bigger, has a Yoshi ride, so it's more akin to Japan's, especially with it being split across 2 levels by and large. With you entering on the 2nd level, you go down to the lower level for the ride entrances, or at least Yoshi's Adventures entrance. Mario Kart is still on the 2nd level, and Toad's Cafe is down there, along with the 1-Up store. So yeah, this is looking great. And interestingly, we don't see. Oh, there we go. There's Donkey Kong Country. I'm like, where is it? Yeah, it's hiding behind Mount Beanpole. So it looks like we'll actually be able to see Super Nintendo World from Donkey Kong Country, but not vice versa, from what we can tell. Because look, the camera's so low, you're not going to be able to see Donkey Kong Country from within Super Nintendo World, which is really interesting that they did it that way and not vice versa. So let's go to Donkey Kong Country. This is the truly new part, the truly new park, you might say, but it's a mini land within Super Nintendo World. And again, I just love how this looks. You have the Donkey Kong Country treehouse here. You've got the minecart ride that wraps all around the land, by the way. That roller coaster goes everywhere. The launch barrel with the cannon, or the cannon shooting the minecart over the gap. Look at that. That's such a cool effect. Now, obviously, they're not showing how they're doing it here, but it's going to be a convincing effect in real life as well, I'm sure, because they're using some really cool technology there to make it look like the carts are actually flying through the air. And the minecart will circle through along the left here. And also, it's exclusive to Orlando, as I mentioned earlier, is this waterfall. Japan's not getting the waterfall. They're going to have like a misting effect, but because of the different weather, they just couldn't make the waterfall happen. Whereas Orlando's getting the amazing waterfall, which I think is a huge upgrade. So sorry, Japan. You got kind of screwed with that one. Orlando gets a superior version, seemingly, of the land. Both are going to be amazing, though. Let's see. Let's continue. What is that store here? The Bubbly Barrel. I don't know what the bubble, it looks like a drink stand. So that's probably where you're gonna get, yeah, it's definitely a drink stand. You can see a little straw sticking out on top. So that's where you can get like the little, the barrel drinks. We probably saw them in the Mario movie, actually. People are using the barrel, you know, drinking, the Kongs are drinking from the barrel drinks. Some synergy right there. All right, continuing on, again, it's Minecart Madness, which I believe may have basically been a level name from Donkey Kong Country. So that's pretty perfect. So yeah, you can enter right there. You need to be that tall a ride, and then we can see it looks like it wraps inside the temple. And again, I am blown away that they are saying there's no screens on here. Universal has often been maligned for having too many screens. So the fact, especially with Mario Kart being largely screen driven, especially, well, that's not fair. It's actually a lot practical, but has some screens, including the AR effect. But Minecart Madness having none is really cool. Rambi is going to be popping out of a barrel, out of a box here, like in Donkey Kong Country, and you can pound these drums in front of it. I don't know whether he interacts with them or not. That'd be really cool if he does. But in any case, there's gonna be a lot. This is gonna be like a fun little section here. Although it being in the ride path in the pathway leading to Minecart Madness is making me worry. This is gonna be a really congested walkway. There's not a whole lot else to go, not a whole lot where else to go, especially with people watching the minecarts flying by, you know? So it's gonna be very busy. All right, yep, so this is probably, I'm guessing is this the ride exit right here? Is this where you're gonna exit from? It's all I can think of, I'm not 100% sure. But continuing on. We can see the tunnel leading from Super Nintendo World. Got some nice ice crystals, it looks like, in the land, which is great. You can barely see Super Nintendo World peeking over from this angle. I'm sure we'll see more of it later. Here's Funky's flying by, I believe. No sign of Funky yet, so I don't know if Funky's actually going to be here. But the treehouse we pointed out earlier, which we'll probably see in a sec, right here, will act as a meet and greet. So that's probably where Funky would appear, along with Donkey, Diddy, Cranky, Dixie, you know, all the other Kongs. For whoever all is going to appear here. We do know Dixie's going to appear in the land in some way, possibly at the meet and greet. So, you can see all the barrels with the DK symbols on them. Again, the bubble barrel is great. And, okay, we're flying back through. Before we do, okay, yeah, we get a better look at the crystals here I pointed out. And they fade away. So, yeah, you can see, yeah, Mount Beanpole is definitely going to stick out here. They made no effort to cover Mount Beanpole, so that's kind of funny. You can easily see the Mario half from Donkey Kong Country, but not vice versa again. But also is, I love the little, how the boundary of the land is made to look like a tree line, like a dense forest. So that's a really neat effect. Again, kind of reminiscent, for me especially, of Donkey Kong Country and the Super NES, which had that thick forest layer. We can see one of the temple guys right here, who may be animated, I believe. In fact, can we even see him move here? No, we can't. So he may or may not be animated. Not 100% sure about that. So yeah, and actually the fly through this land's actually a little bit more limited than I was hoping for. I was hoping they would like give us a much better angle of the stuff happening on the right here, but we don't get that. So yeah, they're kind of playing a little coy here. Let's go ahead and back up a little bit. Yeah, they really don't want to show off the right half of the land. The most we can see of it is right here at the entrance. So yeah, there's Funky flying by, the sign officially confirmed. I just knew it from the leaks beforehand. Yeah, not a whole lot to see. Not a whole lot for us to see there. But yeah, there's not a whole lot. One of the downsides of this land is there's not a lot of walkable space. So I was complaining about this area being congested before, probably because like it's one of the only walking paths in the land. There's not a whole lot of places to go, unfortunately. But this area is going to be a lot smaller than the Super Nintendo World portion. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else for us to really take away from here, everyone. Yeah, just a nice little cute flyby. I am excited for this. Let's go back to the main video real quick and make sure there's nothing else that they showed off here that that we couldn't see in the
It's an
Flyover.
opportunity.
Like it's
In
a
the
land
Flyover.
really comes to life. When you see the mine carts coming through the land, it really looks like it's a runaway mine cart.
Yeah, it's
Minecart Madness gives guests an opportunity.
actually this is a new angle. So yeah, you can better see the queue, and there are the 3 entrances for. Is one of them what? Standby, Express Lane, and Single Rider. Oh, it has a Single Rider, which is great. So if you want to save time without spending money, do Single Rider. That's the way to do it.
Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong.
It's got the most innovative technology.
All right, just
inside
gonna
of it.
page through this real quick. See if there's any more fly-through action.
It is all real show. It is
We've seen
all
some of this footage
real.
from before from the Japanese reveal, which showed off more of the ride than the land, I believe. And yeah, here's some great concept art from the land. As far as I can tell, by the way, both lands for Donkey Kong are basically identical, minus of course the waterfall being a mist at Japan.
When I see Super
All right, well, I think that's pretty much it, everyone. So we're going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you enjoyed my live reaction to the Super Nintendo World Epic Universe announcement. I'm really excited for this land. I can't wait to go hopefully next year, as we did last year for the Hollywood opening. And hopefully I want to go again soon. I haven't been back since. So my friends and I are trying to get over there in the near future. We'll see if it happens or not. And then if in any case, I want to be at Orlando for this park, especially for Donkey Kong. I've been wanting a minecart ride for years. It's finally happening. And yeah, and here it is. I'm so excited. Let's just do one more. I'm gonna pause it right here. Yeah, you can actually see how much smaller the land actually is compared to Super Nintendo World, even at this angle. There is more room for expansion too, by the way. There are rumors of a Luigi's Mansion ride also coming to Orlando. Now, the plans could change, but there is room at least for a new addition to Super Nintendo World. I can't wait to see what that ends up being down the line, if not Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, lovely land. I'm excited. I can't wait. And that's it, everyone. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, we'll catch you later. Bye, everyone.